Hello. Good evening. Hold on a second. Things aren't working. I think something's updated and it's broken a bunch of things. Let's make sure. Yes, I can be heard, so that's good. Good start. All right, let's see what happens if I do this. I'm gonna turn this off for a second. Because apparently I can't do it in my Steam Deck anymore because it's broken. Honestly. I'm gonna have to fix that. I hate fixing the Spotify link on the Steam Deck. It's annoying. No, it is not picking up. Please hold. Game audio. There we go. Dark Rites. And if I do this. This might be really loud for a second. Yes, it is. Quite loud. That's okay. We'll fix it in a moment. Devs, just a reminder, you don't have to have the volume at full for the opening of the game. Just slight reminder, not necessary. Skip dialogue automatically? Okay. How's that volume-wise? I feel like that's good. Yeah, because I think this one is voiced, so I don't want the audio to be too quiet. Okay. I've got water, I've got tea. I've got things here. There might be some background noise. I bought myself an air purifier, and then I made the mistake of putting on some incense. And it freaked out and was unhappy with that. So, yeah. Whoops. Cool. Alright. Oh, God. The family's sending a lot of birthday messages, and of course I don't, because I'm useless. Okay. Anyway. Here we go. So we did play the demo, so I do believe this kind of kicks off, this starts, like, at the demo where we started. Arkham, Massachusetts, in 1933. And no, I don't think Batman makes an appearance in this. Just to reiterate that. Yes. Here comes that damn son of a bitch cop. Oh, so there's no voices. It's about time. You should know these hallways carry quite the echo. So watch your mouth, will you? I wasn't talking about you, Detective. Foster. Aren't you that detective who got booted from the force for losing his marbles? I don't know what you're talking about. For some reason I thought this was voiced. Anyway, you got a search warrant or what? Sure, I've got the damn search warrant right here, Mr. Pullman. Alright, Bill, calm down. Hey, I'm just looking out for my tenant's best interests. Besides, I keep saying that you got the wrong guy. No Carlos Ramirez lives in apartment 13, but Mr. Clark Gable. Oh dear. Clark Gable, huh? That's his name, yes. Clark Gable is the lead in Red Dust. You ought to get out more, Pops. Cut the smartass act and let me see that warrant. Aren't you gonna read it? What's the point? I trust you, Detective. If I'd known that, I'd have handed you a clipping from the Arkham Advertiser sports page. Judge Roberts did not take kindly to being dragged out of his country club to sign the order. Judge Roberts. Fuck him and his country club. People have nowhere to drop dead. There are no jobs, and this recession doesn't look like it will ever end. Country club. Not enough folks jumped out of windows on Wall Street back in 29. Come on, spare me the lecture and unlock that damn door already. So 33 is the Great Depression, I guess. Ramirez is not here, is he? No, he still hasn't shown up. The apartment is empty. What do you expect to find in there? The jackpot. I beg your pardon? Police business, Mr. Pullman. Open up. All yours, detective. What? You said Ramirez wasn't in. And it's true. He hasn't been back all day. Are you sure? The door has the chain on. I see someone lying on the floor. And it's not Ramirez. It's probably Julio, his sidekick. He's a small-time scammer and blackmailer, too. But even more of an idiot. Lying on the floor? Is he dead? Don't worry. He's still breathing. Probably drunk, hopped up. Or both. Not that it matters much. Hand me a saw or something I can use to cut the chain. I don't keep tools around here. Nothing? You serious? Whenever something needs fixing, I call this Italian guy who works for peanuts. He brings his own toolbox. Alright, give him a call. I haven't heard from him in weeks. I see. I'll make do myself. Alright. Okay, press F1 for instructions. X, vent, door, certificate of occupancy. It's expired. Did you know that? Nah, it must have ended recently. September. Ah, just like I told you. Of 1918. X. Can't get it out. Hey, Cheech. The clamp skunked up with... What the hell did you put in there? Glue. You glued the handle of the emergency axe to the clamp? Christ, why? It's still a weapon, you know. Can't trust these tenants. It could be a disaster. Yes, it could if everything goes up in smoke. Oh, God. A nasty stench is coming out of there. Hell, there's nothing in this dump that smells even halfway decent. How you doing, Cheech? I actually thought this was this was a what you call it? For some reason, I thought it was spoken. It's not. So everyone has to make do with my not using voices to distinguish. I've got a gold-plated Ronson tuxedo lighter. Okay. Smith & Wesson. Rounds. Notebook. Can I look at the notebook? Okay. Arkham in 1902. Back when it was a thriving city, not the dump it's turned into now. This is pre-Batman, that's why. What has it become? A den of foreign riffraff. Alright, Mr. Coleman. Italians, Spaniards, Poles, Russians. Dirty, filthy scum. Cool. Racist. Nice. They come here to commit crimes and steal our jobs. Oh, look! It's always been like this. What good did the Immigration Act of 24 do? I'll tell you. No good at all. It's the same old story. Ramirez is in apartment 13. I should handle it. Okay. Ashtray? It's overflowing with cigarette butts. Your tenants sure do smoke a lot. Don't be fooled. They're all mine. I don't think that's much better, my bro. Jeez. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I think I just had too much Cheech. I'm fine. It was just one of those moments where I was like, no! I shouldn't have done it. Okay. So, how did I do this again? I did this in the demo. Can I have a loaded pistol. It's loaded. This looks good. If I can recommend... I'm going to probably say this wrong. Hold on. Pujol? Triple A? I don't know what you want me to call you. Anyway, if I can recommend, check out An English Haunting. That's the game they did before this one. It was excellent. It was so good. It was, yeah, 100% recommend that one. It was excellent. Okay, so can I use this on the chain? Do me a favor, take a few steps back. Like this. Now cover your ears. What? Wait a minute, don't! But, are you out of your mind? Yes. The answer is yes. You're gonna raise hell in the whole building. I ran into a couple screaming their heads off in the lobby. On the stairs, some sorry bastard tried to mug me. One floor up, a drunk who could barely stand was hurling insults at me. I think we're good. Frankly, I think your tenants already live in hell. That sounds about right. Speaking of hell, what's that smell? Hey, we're poets and we didn't even know it. There are no toilets in the rooms, and these pigs have turned the communal washroom into a cesspool. Charming. I really ought to send someone to clean it up. Yeah, you probably should. I'm pretty sure that's a health and safety issue. The whole building smells as bad or worse than the Arkham River. It's not that smell. It's on this floor. It's... whatever. Forget it. Well, we can't forget it, because I know what the smell is, because it was in the demo. But that's fine. We're just going to continue like I don't know what the smell is. Hey, Julio. Looks like your pal got wise. We were closing in and left you high and dry. You think you know this building? Well, that's terrifying. I want out of this dump, so make it easy on me. He doesn't look okay. Where's the photo? Hey. I'm talking to you, asshole. You're so hopped up on heroin, you don't even know I'm here, huh? Junkies. Alright, relax. Speaking of health and safety, you know. Yeah, that's I'm sorry that you know this building. That's a bit sad. It's the Grant Wood painting I keep seeing everywhere these days. What is that one called again? Even in the lair of some small-time hustlers. The what is this painting called? It's the That's gonna bother me. I'll come back to it. That's gonna bother me though. Collection of whiskey bottles. American Gothic. Thank you. Violation of the Volstead Act. Another charge to tack on. Oh, right. This is prohibition. I think I'll keep one for the waste of bullets getting in here. Fair's fair. So I'm... Besides I'm bone dry, I could use a good drink. So I'm corrupt cop? What's going on? Here's to you, Julio. Did we check it was whiskey before you... Damn it. Yeah, this is gasoline. I was about to say, did we double check before we took a sip? You guys were making Molotov cocktails, huh? Thought you only ran the extortion racket. Can't get a word out of you, huh? I don't think Julio's in a talking mood, bud. It just doesn't matter. You'll be singing like a canary when you get back from Wonderland. With one more charge added to your list, by the way. Well, you have to take the drinking charge off because we've just established there's no whiskey in the bottles. So technically, that is a charge you have to take off in order to add. And is it a charge? He's got gasoline in a bottle. I mean, like, he could just be storing it. I'm just saying. I think he's overreaching here a little bit. Just saying. I can see maggots having a feast on whatever's left in that garbage can. Oh, charming. What a lovely visual. Did everyone already have dinner? I'm gagging. That phrase is used differently nowadays, but that's okay. Cabinet? There you are. Photo. Well, well. Looks like Mayor Bradley, the American morality watchdog, is sneaking around with some company. You're getting that from that picture? I don't know what you were begging for from that girl, Mr. Mayor, but I doubt this photo is going to do much for your re-election. Could have been asking for forgiveness. So the big fish you were trying to squeeze was Mayor Bradley. I'll be frank, I got no love for that bum. That's turning Arkham into a dump. And to top it off, word on the street is the guy's got a big shot in the Ku Klux Klan. But the law's the law, and blackmail will land you behind bars. So I'll get the cuffs from the car, and you're coming with me. This is why I think I should write a video game. Like, I could do a video game like this. Because I've already got the story. And it would be similar-ish to, like this. Like, kind of speak. Filthy, stinking jacket. Charming. I like he closes the door behind him. Good for him. Switch. Oh. Oh well. Yeah, well. There's a cigarette burning. Okay. It can't have been long since Julio set out for Valhalla. Okay. So, oh no, I don't need the cabinet. Sorry. It's empty. Yeah, no, to the hallway. That's what I wanted. Did you find what you were looking for? Yes, the night's not over yet, though. You'll have to let me call in the boys to take Sleeping Beauty away. Once that's done, I promise you. That stench, you really don't smell it? I told you, it's probably the washroom. No. I know that smell. And it's coming from... Damn it. What's going on? Who's staying in room 14? I don't know his name. You don't know? Didn't you book him in? The guy showed up a week ago, handed me $20 for the room on one condition, that I don't ask any questions. $20 in 1933? It's probably not a bad price. Starting with his name. Well, then you should know the guy in that room is dead. What? That's the smell I'm talking about. The stink of a rotting corpse. Imagine knowing what a rotting corpse smells like. What the fuck? Open the door. What a nasty night. Nothing but shit. What the hell? Any problems? Well, clearly. I can't open the door. It's like it's been jammed from the inside. Move out of the way. I'm gonna fix this. You're gonna shoot the lock? That's your solution? Did I say that? I told you, there's something inside keeping the door from opening. It's not the lock's fault. It's like they nailed a plank to the frame so it can't be opened from the outside. I'll see what I can do. You know what would be helpful? If you hadn't glued the axe to the frickin' thing. Okay. Anyway. No doubt about it. It's the stink of rot. Oh yeah, that's right. I have gasoline. I soaked the gunk with gasoline. That should loosen it up a bit so it will come off the clamp. Let's try it. Still won't budge. The gasoline is softening the glue, but it's slow going. I need to speed it up. No worries, I have a lighter. Whoosh. Not a trace of the glue. And apparently the handle's not even hot. Don't you smell something burning? What? No. No, I don't think so. So weird. So weird, but no. Fire scorched the handle a little, but it's nothing serious. Still in perfect condition for emergencies. This is an emergency. Let's go. What's your move then? I'm gonna smash the axe into the door. Break it down. Get out of the way. With the axe? Yeah, so back up. And who's paying for it? Arkham PD? We'll get you a new one for Christmas. For the third time, move. I'm a crack shot with a gun, but an axe? I'm not so sure. Yep. Good lord. Oh shit. Do me a favor, phone the Arkham police station and... Can't. Phone's dead. I stopped paying for it. Then get outside and find a cop. Tell him we got a code 345 here. 345. Yes, yes, okay. Ah, hell. I don't know what the fuck is happening to this town. Oh no. Shit. Not again. Calm down, Jack. Remember what Dr. Striner told you. Take a deep breath. We're gonna take a deep breath. I think we just walked through the crime scene, but it's fine. Oh. Trigger warning. Whoops. Sorry. Sorry, folks. Head. Beheaded. But, wait a minute. Damn it. They didn't even use a weapon to do it. Looks like they ripped it off with their bare hands. How do you rip off a head with your bare hands? What kind of beast does something like this? I have no idea. By the way, I don't see the head anywhere. Okay, great. Did they take it? The tattoo on his back matches that symbol on the floor. I should log this strange symbol in my notebook. We should log the strange symbol in your notebook. Seems like my only lead to figure out who this poor bastard is. Okay. Notebook? Tattoo. Drawing's not my strong suit, but I'll do my best. It's a copy. Come on, man. It's not drawing. That's just copying symbols over. There you go. Well done. Done. Not a hopper, but it's a damn good copy of the tattoo. And you said you couldn't draw. Lies. Okay, well. Is there anything else? Oh. Okay. Body. Don't want to do things when there's an ad about to start, but let's see here. Papers. The papers are in a language I don't know. Okay. Not that I know much more than English. Like 90% of Americans. Is it 90% of Americans don't know more than English? Map of Arkham? I hate this city even to look at it on a map. Oh, wow, okay. We're not a fan of living here. Got it. Remains of a fire. For God's sake, what got burnt here? Oh shit. What the hell? Oh. Holy shit, it's a charred hand. What the fuck happened here? Well, this is perfectly awful. Paint can? This is what they used to paint that circle on the floor. I'm gonna be honest, the paint looks the same color as blood. Color isn't much different from blood. Look at that. It's like I called it. Drawers. Empty. Okay. All of the drawers are empty? It'll be time to check the rest of the drawers. Let's get down to business. Okay. Cabinet. That poor bastard's wallet is probably in one of these jacket's pockets. One of the jacket's pockets. Let's see who this guy is. There's nothing in the pockets. Who are you? Well, I don't rightly know. Is it different? Are the papers different here? No. It's a mess of sentences. Consonant heavy language. Okay. Okay. Well, hold on. Let me just casually save, because an ad's about to start, so I'd rather... Beheaded. Died. Beheaded. Survived. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna let the ad play. Actually, I'm just gonna do it myself, because that way nobody will miss anything. Oh, doesn't like being alt-tabbed. Okay. Just hang out here for a second. I'm gonna have some tea while the ad goes. Going through this tea really fast, so that's the problem with reading out text. I'm gonna need... Next time there's an ad break, I'll go get more tea. Right. Pullman building victims tattoo. Hold 6 rounds. Well, there's only 5 in there. I wonder if I need to remember that. There's only 5 rounds. Okay, well... There's a window. 30 more seconds, and I'll get back to the game. I can probably look at the window really quick. Both the window and the door were boarded up tight. In other words, no one could have come in here and pulled this voodoo shit. And if the killer was already here, he sure as hell didn't vanish into thin air. This crazy ritual. You did it all by yourself? I mean, god damn it, how? I don't think he pulled off his own head. Alright, nothing else to do here. I should haul Julio in. Hope he hasn't come to his senses and skipped town. Alright, well, we'll just leave then. Oh, Detective Foster, it's you. I'm Agent Frank. Ross. Frank Ross. For God's sake. Oh. Blueberry pie, huh? Sorry about that. Don't sweat it, kid. You'll get used to it. First time? Yes. At least you've had the decency to puke by the door, so you didn't contaminate the crime scene. Did you call it in? Yes, sir. They're on their way. Good. Stay put. Tell the camera guy to snap shots like he's some kind of bored tourist. You leaving, sir? Gotta take the guy from room 13 with me. Hope to be back by the time the coroner arrives. What do you think happened here, Detective Foster? Just another night in Arkham. And that was the end of the demo. But it's okay, because now we're playing the full game. Alright. Police station? We got some jazz. Jack. God damn it, Jack. What? Quit pacing around, will ya? Helps me think. Well, you're making me dizzy. Now park your ass right here. Fair enough. Trouble at home, Captain? Don't get smart, Jack. I ain't in the mood for wisecracks today. What's going on? That damn mayor. I slipped him the photo those two half-wits were trying to blackmail him with. End of story, case shut. And you know how he paid me back? He's given a campaign speech at the Arkham Coliseum tonight, swears someone's gunning for him. So he asked me and a few boys to play bodyguards. Reap what you voted for. So Bradley's sweating bullets. Because of the Molotovs we pinched off Ramirez and his stooge? No, that's not it. That Julio punk sang like a canary after his trip to Wonderland. Like we said he would. Turns out they wanted to use them to hit the Arkham advertiser offices. They believe it's an ultra-conservative pamphlet, a mouthpiece for the power that should be burned to the ground. Guess writing angry letters to the editor wasn't enough for them. Damn Reds. Tell Bradley you can't go. I don't have a choice. He's top dog in the polls and will most likely get reelected. I've got to make him see that slashing the department's budget isn't a good idea. So if you want to keep cashing your paycheck, let me kiss his ass in peace, will ya? Fine by me. And speaking of unpleasant things, that esoteric crap you dug up today has got me worried. One stiff with his head ripped clean off, another charred to a crisp, just a hand left behind. 2 victims of some satanic ritual. You're taking the case and you'll have a partner. You don't know him. Fresh blood. Transferred in from Providence. Knows his way around cults and black books. Right man for the job. He's been a big help while you were gone. I'd rather fly solo. Where do you think you're going? To crack the case. Alone. Oh, boss is getting out behind his desk. That wasn't a request. It was an order. And you'd better damn well follow it. You know why? Because I'm sticking my neck out for you. And don't forget your reinstatement's hanging by a thread. They're all waiting for you to slip so they can kick you out on the street. Alright, I get it. I'll play nice. That's more like it. So, who's the lucky guy? Harvey Whitman. We set him up with an office in the basement. Go see him. He wants to go over a few things with you about the case. Bit of an odd duck. Believes in black magic, says there are things in this world we can't wrap our heads around. But he doesn't push it as far as you, Jack. One last thing. Yes? Dr. Striner called. She says you haven't completed all your sessions. She wants to try regression therapy on me, Captain. Regression therapy? What the hell kind of mumbo-jumbo is that? Something I'm not about to go through, that's what. I don't give a damn whether you're willing or not. You go see her, and you do what she says, like she was your mother, you hear? Yeah, fine. Go see Dr. Striner. Hard-headed fool. Well, well. So it's true they cut you loose, huh? Got a problem with that, Evans? You're damn right there's a problem. And that problem is you. Having you here puts us all in the line of fire. I'm recovered. Nothing for you to lose sleep over. Recovered, my ass. You pulled a gun on all of us. I won't let you feed on my sanity, you monsters. You fucking psycho. They ought to throw you in a padded cell and pitch the key into the misotonic. Listen real close, asshole. What the hell's going on here? Evans was just giving me a warm welcome. Ain't that right, partner? Foster shouldn't be here, Captain. You're the one who shouldn't be here, Evans. Shouldn't you be chasing down those missing babies? Yes, it's just that newborns are getting snatched all over town, Evans. Get your ass moving. But Captain, beat it. Asshole. As for you, Jack. Don't make me say it twice. Go see Dr. Striner. I mean, technically, I think this is the third time. You know how I feel about... This ain't the time to bust my balls, Jack. The mayor called and I have to be at the Arkham Coliseum 2 hours ahead of schedule. Today's the day we swallow the crap we don't want to swallow. Got it? So you know what you gotta do. I have a map. Damn it. Alright. Got some honor roll, bulletin board. What's the honor roll? My mug used to hang up there. Now that spineless weasel Arthur Evans has taken my spot. What'd you do to earn that, Evans? The only thing you can brag about is your tongue ain't worn out yet from licking the captain's boots. Walter Gilman, missing, age 24, originally from Haverville, last seen at his home at 100 High Street, Arkham. Not all officers who were near the Gardner farm must undergo a medical examination. Oh. Search warrant issued from Kingsport for Angelo Ricci, Manuel Silva, and Joe Sesnak. Apparently there's some trio of slippery small-time punks. Someone jits something wrapped in newspaper. This is coming with me. Why is it coming with you? There's a 1 in a million chance that it contains something valuable. Then again, you never know. Ew. Pastrami with cheese. Or at least that's what I gather from the greenish, moldy filling. Gross. So now I have a moldy sandwich. A moldy sandwich as hard as a rock. And okay, but I didn't even keep the paper. Cool. Ah, Foster. Heard you were back. Hadn't seen you around. I just had an argument, like, literally right in front of you. How you holding up? Good, I guess. You got the boys all pissed off, you know that? Yeah, not exactly prom king around here. They blame you for Mac. You too, huh? Me? Nah, happens. We're cops, comes with the territory. Not to blame for what happened to Mac. We don't know what happened to Mac, but anyway. Yeah, I know. But you gotta admit, the story you told was a little off. Having fun with that coin? Oh, this? Busted a shell game hustler near Wandry. The guy was pretty good, you know? I told him that if he showed me the trick, I'd talk to the judge to get his sentence reduced. Obviously, I ain't telling the judge shit. Want me to show you? Come on, if you can guess which hand I have the coin in, you can have it. What do you say? Yeah, why not? Alright, let's go. Alright, where's the coin? Left hand? Right hand. I don't know. Tough luck, Foster. You're a detective. You should have known where it was. Oh. Hold on. Okay. So is there like some sort of thing? Alright, where's the coin? 1, 2. 1, 2. He does it twice. Is there a trick? Am I supposed to figure this out later? Nothing else? Interesting. Since Prohibition, the brass wants us to stay dry. Of course, they don't know the biggest boozers wear badges, I was about to say. To the stairs? To the offices? Am I supposed to be able to figure this out now, or am I... It's... He always does it the same way, right? Like, goes left hand, shakes it twice, right hand, shakes it twice. I feel like I need to do something. I feel like I need to figure something else out before I can do that. Taking the stairs when there's an elevator? I'll leave that to the young bucks. Fair enough. Offices, evidence, lobby, basement. Basement. Go see our friend. Yeah, I think I have to figure something else out. I think this is the first time I've been down to the basement. Empty. Alright, let's check the next one. There's a toolbox. Rusted solid. Completely useless. Cool. I like that he closes the thing behind him. That's helpful. Office supplies, or so the labels say. Well, look at that. Whole box full of letter openers. I'm done shredding envelopes with my nails. Especially since I've been chewing them to nubs. Sweet. I now have a sharp thing. So this is where they stashed you, huh, Calvin? Smart move, sitting at the 28 election. You dodged a bullet not having to manage this whole damn crisis. I am really cold. It is freezing. I'm not curing brownouts by poking blind at breakers. They're coming from the elevated train on Barlow Street, right behind the station. Okay. Let's see where he's doing. Guess this is where they parked my new partner. What was his name again? Holden? Hunter? Oh, damn it, it's right there on the plaque. Harvey Whitman. Yeah, I might need to put on my hoodie. I'm freaking cold. Harvey Whitman? Jack Foster, your new partner? Damn it. What the? Oh. You must be Jack Foster, my new partner. Yes, I did say that. And you're Harvey. Harvey Whitman. Pleasure. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to shake your hand. Of course you won't. You just came out of the bathroom. Oh, that's not the reason. I think shaking hands is a social convention that disregards those who find physical contact. Okay, cut the crap. Captain already told me you were an odd duck. He said that? He also said you wanted to talk to me about the case. Wow, we're just like hurting this guy's feelings. Yes, come with me. Okay. Yeah, totally normal office. What do you mean? Took the liberty of making a rendering of the tattoo on your victim's back based on the crime scene photos. Why? I already drew it. Your sketch was rather crude, and several symbols do not correspond to their original positions. I apologize if I offended you, but it's a matter of organization. Don't sweat it. Around here, everything's organized. Even crime. I prefer not to show crime scene photos to civilians, so I drew it as faithfully as possible. Hold on. What the hell is that? What? Where? In the lower right corner. That symbol, that wasn't on the victim's back. It's my signature. Your signature? What is this, an art contest? No? Why? Forget it. Go on. Seeing these symbols inside the circle? Their origin is lost in the mists of time. Some experts claim they predate cuneiform writing. You know what? The earliest writing system on record, developed by the ancient Sumerians in Mesopotamia at 3,000 years before Christ. I studied these symbols years ago. It's a very basic concept-based script. Can you read them? What do they say? I'm a bit rusty, but several can be translated as repulsion or rejection. Now, look at the ones that follow the line of the circle. They look like arrows. Exactly, and they all point outward. A similar symbology is reflected in several spells in the Cult de Gaulle, written by Count Derlet. This all suggests a warding spell. According to the Book of Ebon, for this type of spell to be effective, the pattern must be duplicated between the person to be protected and the space where they want to be protected. So you're saying the tattoo on the victim's back and the symbol on the floor. According to your theory, the guy wasn't the victim of a ritual, he was protecting himself. Protecting himself from who? Or from what? I have a question. The symbol in the center. You haven't mentioned it. What does it mean? I cannot say for certain. I believe it could be the emblem of an order. I've combed through my entire library looking for its meaning or a similar pattern, but I haven't been able to find it. However, for several years now, I've been in contact with a man who is very knowledgeable about occult symbolism. Benjamin Marsh. He's an antiquarian and one of the leading experts on the subject, and he's here in Arkham. He is a very private person. He always refused to meet in person. We only communicated by letter. Lately, he hasn't been answering my letters. I fear something may have happened to him. Sounds like we should pay this social butterfly a visit. Might give us a clue to the victim's identity if we crack that emblem. There's also the matter of the hand found next to the body. The charred one, right. Our second Vic at the scene. His prints don't match anyone in our files. We don't know his identity. We haven't found the source of the fire or any fuel that caused it. I have analyzed the photograph and have come to the conclusion that this type of charring is quite unusual. Typical of spontaneous human combustion. A phenomenon that is not very common, but real. Wait a second, spontaneous what now? Say that again? That the man burned without any external source of ignition. I beg your pardon? That the victim burned on its own. You kidding me? That's even possible? Absolutely. In fact, this morning I read a story in today's edition of the Arkham Advertiser about a lecture by a certain Philip Moore who studies these phenomena. We can present the case to him and perhaps establish a connection between the protection spell and the spontaneous human combustion of the second victim. Hold on, are you telling me some black magic hex cooked him from the inside? You buy into black magic? A year ago I'd call it bunk, but lately, let's say I'm more open-minded. Leave it at that. What about you? My background is in science. I'm supposed to reject these superstitions. But in my years of service, I have witnessed things that defy rational explanation. Not sure that comforts me, but at least I'm not alone. Okay, so where's this fellow you mentioned giving his talk? I don't remember. I skimmed the news and haven't thought about it until now. All I know is that the lecture is today. Well, grab the newspaper and we'll find out. Well, I don't have it here. Mackenzie took it with him this afternoon. Alright, let's find that newspaper and pay a visit to the expert in symbology. Grab your hat, we're rolling. I don't wear one. Another social convention you don't agree with? No, the lining gives me eczema on my forehead. That's fair. Good lord. What are you doing? I'm taking the photos of the charred hand. Want to show them to the expert. Where's that? Do you have your notebook with you? Yes. Alright, now that we're partners, you're on note duty. Which means I don't have to carry mine. Something tells me my pockets are going to be full before this case is over. Lol, okay. Let's go. Alright, game. Pick up everything I possibly can. Got it. Message received. Loud and clear. I'm gonna change into my hoodie because I'm freezing. Freezing! And I'm also gonna get tea. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And I will be right back. Enjoy the music of the occult room here. And yeah, maybe if you're here in the southern hemisphere with me, maybe go get something warm as well, because it's cold. I'll be right back. Okay, hi. Sorry about that. Let's see if this helps. I think once I'm in it for a bit, it'll warm up. I also changed the type of tea I was drinking. Gone with an orange and cinnamon to try and, like, warm myself up. It is so cold. Why is it so cold? It's insane. Houses are not supposed to be this cold inside. I should probably turn on my heater. But also, I'm not, like, actually downstairs, so... Wool. Well, this isn't wool, but it's warm, so it's something. But yeah, I definitely need... Oh my gosh. What temperature is it right now? I mean, I don't even want to think about what it is inside, but what is it outside currently? 11 degrees outside. It's probably... Oh, feels like 8. Okay. I'm gonna say it's probably 11 degrees inside right now, in my flat. Would not surprise me. Because, like, my fingertips are freezing. What is it tomorrow? 14 with a low of 9 tomorrow. God, it's going down to 7 tonight. Sadness. Oh, and it's raining. Oh no, it's not going down to 7. It's only going down. It's not going to get any colder. Yay. Anyway, sorry. Just checking weather things. Don't let the pipes freeze. Oh yeah, no. It doesn't quite get that bad. When I lived in Scotland, that was a genuine concern in a place that I lived in. Because, again, I lived somewhere where, like, I would literally sit in my living room and I could see my breath. That was really, really bad. But no, we don't... It doesn't tend to drop... I don't think I've ever seen it drop to a minus where I am. So, yeah, no, that should be fine. Yeah. Oh, just gonna warm up the hands a little bit. Oh, I know. Okay. Alright. Oh, yeah. Oh, that just sent, like, shivers down my spine. Just putting my hands around my hot tea. Okay. Alright. I'm good. Sorry. Stay hydrated. Thank you, Fitz. I will have a sip of my hot tea. Well, that's the good stuff. Alright, no, I'm totally fine. Here we go. What are we doing? Is this your handwriting? That's right. What's wrong? Geez, you write like you... Just like you signed your name. What's wrong with that? The pentagram's got my attention. Oh, that pentagram's got my attention. But the one on the floor is the one I care about. You're not performing satanic rituals and all that crap down here, are you? I will admit I have performed some in the past, purely as a method to better understand the Satanist mindset, but not in this case. I was looking for a correlation between these two symbols for a research project, didn't have another blackboard available. And here I thought you were just summoning Lucifer in your spare time. No, it's just... Right, I get the picture. Cool. Oh, there's a skull. Is it real? Indeed. I'm not asking how it found its way here. That's fair. What's it say? You have very small handwriting. It reads, please do not touch any objects on this shelf. I just prefer no one handle my things. So, we're gonna say he's got a touch. Harvey definitely has a touch of, autism. Or at least, he's, atypical. Is that the right phrasing? What is this? Ancient Druidic figurines. Please don't touch. They're very delicate. Well, I wasn't going to touch. Although, in this game I may have touched. Do you ever read anything besides occult books? Of course. Like what? Horror and science fiction. You know wonder stories? Weird tales? Nah, I leave that kind of stuff to the crackpots. Fair enough. Need to hit the John? I already went. What about you? John upstairs are always a mess. Doubt this one down here is any better, so I'll pass. Don't worry, I clean it every day. So you won't shake your partner's hand, but you'll scrub a toilet bowl. I doubt that. No, I believe that he would absolutely scrub a toilet bowl. That's... Bet you've been swamped with all these cults bringing up, huh? Looks like folks are getting nuttier by the day. It's a little more complex than that. Oh, really? Well, what do I know? You're the expert. What's the story with these connected dots on the Arkham map? It is an investigation I've been conducting for quite some time. I'm all ears. I don't want to bore you with the details. Alright. Fair enough. Alright, let's go. Okay, let's recap. We've got 2 victims. One guy was found with his head ripped clean off, lying on some kind of pentagram. All that was left of the other was his hand, and according to you, it was due to, what did you call it? Spontaneous human combustion. Yeah, that. First Vic had a warding spell tattooed on him. What or who was he trying to protect himself from? From the second victim? Alright, let's pretend the fairy dust is real for a minute. Was the second Vic the killer, or did the spell... and the spell did its job? It's possible that the second victim was collaborating in the ritual, and for some reason it all got out of control. I hope you're right, because if I'm being honest, I'm in way over my head on this one. Okay, let's go see your pen pal so he can explain the emblem on the first victim's back. That will give us a clue to his identity. If he belongs to an order or a cult, we may be able to place it. We'll also pay a visit to that Philip Moore guy. He can tell us if there's a connection between that spell and spontaneous human combustion. We need a copy of the Arkham Advertiser. I don't remember where that talk will take place. Alright, let's hunt one down. Let's go. Okay, so we've got a couple of things that we can do. I also still have a moldy sandwich hard as a rock. But it's okay, because I also have a brand new letter opener. Yeah. Okay. Let's go lobby. Let's go pay those 2 guys a visit. Benjamin Marsh and Philip Moore. First one can tell us the meaning of the emblem on the first victim's tattoo, and the second can tell us the connection between the spell and the spontaneous human combustion. But first, we should get a copy of today's edition of the Arkham Advertiser. There's an article. Right, okay. Hold on a second. Can I go to the offices? Was there... Captain's not around, his office is locked up. Okay. Oh, Striner, right? And our antiques. I also need to go to her. Should we go to her first? Or should we go to... I mean, I feel like I wouldn't stop my case. We'll go to antiques first. So this is where your pen pal keeps his antique shop? Yes, it's a little further down the road. Okay. We've got Rob's Diner, open 24 hours. Lovely. Immediately makes me want pancakes or like a really good club sandwich. Forward with Bradley. That scoundrel ripped off Roosevelt's presidential campaign slogan. I don't see how the Democrats didn't slap a lawsuit on him. Whitfield shaving lotion. Women will find you irresistible. That's my promise that doesn't work that way. There's a dog. Can I pet the dog? How are you, buddy? Hey, what are you doing? He's petting the dog. I was going to pet the dog. Damn straight. So you wouldn't shake my hand when we met, but you'll pet a mangy stray? Yes! I am with Harvey on this one. Get your hand the hell away from it, unless you want to catch mange. No! Pet the dog! What do you mean? Okay, we have a problem now. I'm unhappy. My head hurts just looking at it. Shush. That is ridiculous. Good night, gentlemen. Hey, you. What are you drinking? Me? Rum. In that case, I have no choice but to confiscate the bottle and take you to the police station, sir. What are you doing? What? Get over here. But, get over here. What the hell are you doing? The man is committing a crime. He's in possession of an alcoholic beverage. And that's illegal. Probably the only relief that poor bastard has in his life is to take a few swigs from a bottle without a cop coming in and breaking his chops. Are you telling me to turn a blind eye? In this case, yes. You're justifying a crime, Jack. No! For God's sakes. Don't be so square, okay? You just told him to not pet a dog. Jack, you got... I mean, look, I agree with you on the like, the thing is what, but like, you're wrong about the dog. I'm just saying. Both of you need to do better. Okay. Here we go. Antique shop. Cash and trade only. Pay on the spot. Let's go. Here it is. Before we go in, I should mention something to you. Shoot. Huh? Oh. Benjamin Marsh hails from Innsmouth. Innsmouth? What do you know about Innsmouth? Innsmouth? Well, about 3 years ago, the feds stormed the town like the damn 7th Cavalry. They raided, arrested half the town, and dynamited the waterfront. I don't know what happened there, but it must have been big. Oh, and the folks there have a strange look about them. Word is it's from inbreeding. I don't know, I've never seen one of them. The people of Innsmouth are very reserved, and their distrust of strangers borders on paranoia. It took me many letters to gain his trust. I'm telling you all this, because it should be me, the one who talks to him. Don't worry, I'll do the talking. If he plays hard to get, I'll smack him around. Jack! It's a joke. Joke? Don't you have a sense of humor? Come on, let's go in. Remember, let me do the talking. Some of the dialogue there threw me for a second. Who are you? What the hell do you want? Mr. Marsh? Do I know you? Not in person. I'm Harvey Whitman. We've been corresponding these past few months. Harvey Whitman, huh? I don't talk to pigs. Get lost. Oh, That's enough out of you. My turn. I like the little poke in the back. Listen, pal. I don't know who you think you are, but around here, only one man gets to insult my partner, and that's me. Oh, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. What's the matter? Never seen anyone from Innsmouth before? Not this close. I saw a picture of one of you in the paper once. I thought it was blurry. Guess not. Allow me to make the introductions. I'm Detective Jack Foster, and this is my partner, Detective Harvey Whitman. I know who this guy is. For months, he's been pumping me for information about my knowledge of symbology. And it turns out he's a damn cop. Just like you. So you can both get the hell out. Hey, relax, will you? I don't know why they look like that. Do we get an answer from that? I've never been to Innsmouth. Would you recommend it? Is there good food in the area? Fish, I suppose. You've missed nothing. Leave the people of Innsmouth alone, and we'll return the courtesy. Okay. Why did you call my partner a pig? Because he's a cop. I'm a cop, too. Does that make me a pig, too? That's right. Watch it, pal. You deceived me. Until your last letter, you didn't comment on what you did for a living. Our correspondence began as one scholar to another. Perhaps I should have mentioned it if it was so important to you. I beg your pardon. And on top of that, the data I provided helped solve a case. I feel dirty for helping a fascist institution. Okay, we just want some information on a strange symbol. My partner swears you're Arkham's foremost mind on occult symbols. And rightly. So, excuse me. Great, we've come to the right place. Now, you can go somewhere else. I'm not helping you. So you claim you're the top hand in symbology? I am. I've been studying occult symbology all my life. I've had access to books and documents that other scholars would kill for. I think you're bluffing. You're nothing more than a simple antique dealer. I don't think this fellow can help us, Harvey. I know what you're trying to do, Detective, but that's not going to work on me. We're not here to look at antiques. This is police business, and you should help us. For my own good, is it? Is this where the threats come in? No one is going to threaten anyone, Mr. Marsh. Refusing to assist the Arkham police could lead to your arrest. For obstruction of justice, it would be better for all if we arrive at an amicable arrangement. What is it you're not understanding? I won't place my knowledge in the hands of oppressors. Okay. We'll be back. I hope not. Funny. I like the, hey, nobody insults my partner except me. Like I said, this is helping with my ideas for, well, so it was a novel that I was writing, well, technically still am, but it's very, like, it has that Raymond Chandler, kind of vibe to it, and I'm feeling that from this. I would say they definitely took a little bit of inspiration from Raymond Chandler. There are maritime plans, some of the Polynesian islands. It is said that your town was twinned with a certain island in the area. Am I wrong? Knowledge of the history of Innsmouth belongs only to my people. You stick to your folklore like Mickey Mouse or the Marx Brothers. I see a certain resemblance to you. Is he a relative of yours? Captain Obed Marsh. Great expeditionary, the man behind Innsmouth's fat years. Word is he was the founder of the historic Order of Dagon. Is that true? You know nothing about Captain Marsh or what went on in Innsmouth, nor do you have the right to know. Okay. Very sensitive. Some of these pieces are ancient. They must be over a century old. There's a good profit to be made from this, isn't there? They're not for sale. Nothing here is for sale. Nothing? Didn't you read the sign? Buy and trade only. I'm trying to recover everything that was looted from Innsmouth by law enforcement. Little by little, I'm getting there, especially thanks to this crisis. Nobody has any money, least of all the pigs who took advantage of the chaos to steal what belonged to my people. So we need to find... Your friend isn't being cooperative at all. Indeed, we should try to gain his trust. I don't know, I'm getting more and more tempted to slap him around a bit. What are you mumbling about? So, can I jump between... I don't think so. Hey! You have no right to go in there. Sorry, I'm a detective. Professional habit, yeah. I don't like snoops, understand? Nice ship. Did you build it? It's the Sumatra Queen. One of the ships Captain Obed Marsh used on his voyages to Polynesia. What was the purpose of those voyages? That's none of your business. Okay. Several pieces are covered with seaweed and mollusks. Have you thought about cleaning them? You could make a few extra bucks for that. They're not for sale. Okay. Alright. These are maps of Innsmouth. Wait a minute. That small dot on the map on the right, is that the so-called Devil's Reef? I don't know what you're talking about. Harvey clearly knows what he's talking about. He's doing well for himself. Okay, so we need to find something to earn his trust. Say hi to the dog. Hi there, buddy. Again, why the urge to pet a stray dog? They like to be petted. No, you like it. Stay away from him. Please. Sorry, you can't pet a dog in this game. Literally just got a Steam achievement. Oh, I knew it. I knew if I did it 3 times. Three's a magic number. I knew it. Of course, I actually thought they would let me eventually pet the dog. I thought he would, like, give in. Newspaper. Something smells good. You up for a bite? We're in the middle of an investigation and we're running late. How about we leave it for later? Your call, partner. Okay, so we're coming back here later. Canned goods. Free. Free? Yeah, Robs wants to do something for folks who lost everything and can't afford a plate. But they don't look too healthy. I mean, the cans are rusted to hell. Doubt the insides look any prettier. Look, this is all Rob's thing. Complaints to him. What the hell? They're free. I'll grab one. What is it, though? Canned sardines made by McNeil Company. Doesn't look like it's in very good condition. Okay. I'm so hungry that if I had to choose between a raise and being fed the entire menu, I'd take the raise, of course. Cakes. What's in the cakes? The bottom one, raspberry jam and walnuts, and on the one on top, triple chocolate. They look downright sinful. Thanks, baked them myself. Ooh. What are we doing here, Jack? We should be working the case. I was looking for a newspaper, honestly. I thought one might be here. Well, in that case, we'll go to the psychiatrist. See? Newspapers. Hey, Harvey. Tell me a little about yourself. Are you married? Why do you talk so much? You haven't stopped talking for a moment. I talk so much because you talk so little. Someone's got to balance the universe. One moment. Dr. Striner's practice is in this very building. You know her? Yes, we're working together on an innovative psychological profile based on various cult leaders. What are you doing? What are we doing here? Simple bureaucracy. It'll only take a moment. Well, first of all, the Arkham Advertiser. This morning's edition. We're in luck. Got a coin? I don't have any on me. I only have a couple of bills in my wallet. Too bad. That newspaper has the address of the spontaneous combustion expert's lecture. Okay, so we need to stay dry because we voted dry. Such a silly thing. Women's swimsuits. And where exactly are they meant to swim? First floor, Baker and Greenbow, attorneys at law. Second floor, Kingsport Trading Company. And my favorite head doctor, Dr. Helen Striner, on the third floor. Are you superstitious? No. What about you? I don't need to be. I was born with bad luck. It is a federal crime to steal mail. I'm not stealing, I'm investigating. I'm a detective, remember? Alright, well, I guess we'll go in for now. Good evening. Is this where the brain picking happens? Shh, silence. What's going on? I'm with a patient who... Oh, Dr. Whitman, it's a pleasure to see you again. Doctor? I have a doctorate in psychiatry from the University of Massachusetts. Look, I can't see you right now, Mr. Foster. I must attend to Mr. Ullman first. What's wrong? I put him under hypnosis and he won't wake up. But there's no need to worry. Some patients take a while to come out of hypnotic... Oh my god, I can't speak anymore. Hypnotic... I'm losing... I can't think of it. Anyway, he's just asleep. Snap your fingers or whatever you do and get him out of here. It doesn't matter if he's asleep or still in a trance. Protocol is very clear. What does the protocol say? We have to wait. To wait. Hey, buddy. This ain't no boarding house, so get off your ass and go home. Mr. Foster. I beg you not to disturb the patient. It'd be dangerous for him to wake up suddenly. So I suggest you come back later and we can talk calmly. I'm trying to think... Sorry, I'm having a moment. Let my brain just do something really quick. Lethargy. Lethargy. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry. I had to do that because that was going to bother me. Lethargy? Books on psychiatry, I guess. Hey, Harvey. You read this direct, don't you? Mr. Foster. It's one of those moments where I read a lot of books when I was a kid, but I read them all in my head. So I can see the words, and I know what they mean, and I became very good at learning what words mean in context. But I never really read anything out loud. And so now, for stuff like this, I find myself tripping over words that I know, but it's like I don't say them on the regular, and so it just like takes a moment. On the desk, there's a seal from the Arkham Police Department. Please stop snooping around my desk and stay away from it. Alright, geez, aren't we being sensitive? Hey, buddy, rise and shine. Damn it. You hear that, Harvey? The guy's sawing logs. He's in a very deep sleep. This damn thing always makes me nervous. Please keep your voice down. Diplomas. There's a lot of diplomas. Doc Striner's got more diplomas than wall space. Psychiatry, neuropsychiatry, pharmacology. She's sharp as a scalpel. You're in good hands, Foster. Keep your voices down, please. Not helping me right now. Open. Good lord, what a stench. What's in it? The label says it's sardines. It looks like crude oil to me. Decomposing blob of what used to be sardines is floating on top of blackened oil. Here. I was thinking maybe we put it under his nose. I don't want to smear this crap on it. Should I shoot him? No. I need you to... Silence. When will he wake up? Keep your voice down. Or even better, be quiet. I need the doctor to stamp my report. I don't think that's a priority right now. I'm sick of everyone questioning my sanity. Quiet, please. Okay. Well, file cabinet. I'm gonna do it myself. Those files are confidential. So, please stay away from them. No. Can't make heads or tails of that canvas. I bet the doc makes you see sexual acts in the shapes of that picture. Then pins a trauma tag on you. Don't trust these shrinks farther than you can spit. It's just a Picasso, Jack. Lol. Oh, I already did this, didn't I? The books. Yeah, I did that. Okay. So... Oh, I need the coin. Okay, so we need to go back to the police station because I need a coin. Here we go. Also, same character model. They're twins! Only one is a redhead, and one is a brunette. Foster. What's the coin? Left hand? Or right? Jack. I knew he has to do it. What's going on? He's palming it in his sleeve. What? The coin, he keeps it in his sleeve. Okay. Yeah, one has white eyes, so he's like he's got his gray sideburns. And then he's just so he's a bit younger. It's fine. Alright. Let's see if my luck's any better this time. Guess the hand, coin's yours. Alright, where's the coin? Left hand? Right hand? Neither. It's up your sleeve. Whitman tipped you off, huh? Hey, you. Think you're clever, huh? What? You never open your mouth, and when you do, it's to screw me over? It wasn't a fair game. There was no chance to win. That was the goddamn point, you idiot. Hey, Archer. You're out of line. Do you know who you're working with? Whitman's nothing but a bookworm. He'll ditch you the second things get rough. I don't know about that. What I do know is that you owe me a coin. Fuck it, you want your coin? Here's your blasted coin. Thanks. Mark my words, Foster. This guy's gonna leave you high and dry. Well, that was awkward. Is that true? What? He hinted that you have no street experience. Of course I do. Most of my work is done in the office, but I assist my colleagues if my presence is required. Why'd Archer say it? I don't know. I guess, like you, I'm not very popular with my colleagues. But I promise you I'll rise to the occasion. I'll cover you when I have to, and I'll be there when you need me. Are you sure? You should trust what I'm telling you. You're my partner. I know Archer's been saying I belong in the loony bin, and he's one of the ones who blames me for what happened to Mac. When he saw me, the son of a bitch didn't have the guts to say it to my face. You better be up to it out there, Harvey. I will. Don't worry about it. Cool. What a nose on the coin. Rumor has it if this recession persists, the copper in this penny will be worth more than the coin itself. Is it actually a nose, or is it just how it looks? It does kind of look like a nose, doesn't it? Yeah, but is it though? Oh yeah, I guess that's a dash. It's not equal. It's not like the dash should then be here. But maybe that made it look too much like he was smoking a cigarette. But yeah, he's definitely got, yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a weird looking coin. That's for sure. Although he kind of has Harvey's nose. He kind of looks like Harvey's nose. What the hell? There's something in the slot that's stopping me from inserting the coin. So the rumors are true. Rumors? What rumors? A couple of weeks ago, Mayor Bradley revoked the Miskatonic Herald's license to sell through these machines. I guess he did it in a fit of rage over the article linking him to the Ku Klux Klan. I doubt very much that it's legal. Let's get to the point. Rumor has it that the Herald is sending its peddlers to sabotage the Arkham advertisers' machines. Well, the Fourth Estate Wars have just screwed us over. Hope I can get the gum out with the letter opener. I think this will do the trick. I'm a resourceful man. Try again. Yo. Got it. Okay. Here we go. Fans of mystery and the supernatural are in luck, as the famous British popularizer of these topics will visit our city on his North American tour to present his new book, Spontaneous Human Combustion, a Reality. The gathering with his readers will take place tonight at the historic bookstore, the Ishtar Gate, where in addition to signing copies, he will give a lecture on the book's chilling subject. The bookstore has decided to limit attendance at the event. Leading scholars on the subject and a small but select group of journalists will form the core of the lucky guests invited to the event. However, several cutout invitations have been made available to the general public and can be found in the pages of this month's issue of Strange Eons magazine. At 25 years of age and following in the footsteps of his father, Patrick Moore, a pioneer in metaphysic research, sorry, that took me a second there, he has become one of the most famous popularizers of paranormal phenomena thanks to his successful books such as The Visitors and Behind the Veil, which recount the investigations carried out in his native England. Wait, Patrick Moore. Oh, it's Patrick! Sorry, that took me a second. Patrick Moore was who he played, was our main character in An English Haunting. Patrick Moore. Walter Block, a correspondent for this newspaper, will attend the event to interview Philip Moore about these strange and unusual events that cause some people to be reduced to ashes without any apparent external source of ignition. Tomorrow we invite our readers to discover the mysteries of spontaneous combustion from one of its greatest experts. $655. Okay, you can't see it because I'm sitting in front of it, but hold on. $655 for a car. The good old day. But yeah, Patrick Moore. Wait, hold on. Oh, so, okay. So this is like years and years and years later. So Philip Moore is Patrick Moore's son. So this is like, yeah, that's true, because An English Haunting was like 1815 or something, 18 something. That's when that game was. So Patrick, so this is his son. Neat. Philip Moore, that's our man. The Ishtar Gate, ring a bell? Yes, the esoteric bookstore. It's on Y Street. Cool. True, when you made $10 a week, yeah. That is true. Okay, well I can't go upstairs yet. So, bookstore it is. The Ishtar Gate. This is where that parapsychologist presents his book. Can't check the showcase while that guy's there. Okay. What is this one? The best-selling books of the month are on display. Let's take a peek. Fragments of Atlantis by Alexander Mann. On the Trail of the Order of the Eternal Wind by Thomas Neville. The Seal of Paimon by James Grinstead. Do you know any of these? Fragments of Atlantis. Very interesting. I don't know the rest. Okay. What's that smell? It smells like something burning. Incense. What? It smells like incense. What's that? A mixture of plant resin and essential oils used as a fragrance. Well, it smells awful. Like I said, apparently my air purifier did not like the fact that I had incense going earlier, and it made a mad dash, and actually I should turn that thing off. I don't need it running right now. It got very upset. and was like, turn it up! The air is bad! Auto mode to the rescue. Detected lower air quality is automatically adjusted to a higher fan speed. Apparently we're good now. Yeah, I did some incense burning and it just like it freaked out about the quality of the air. I didn't realize that incense made the air like bad. That's crazy. I got a fancy, I know. So I picked it up at JB Hi-Fi. And because it was on sale. It's a, what is this brand? Hold on. I don't know what this brand is. I can't remember what the brand's called. Something with a V. It's a 300S. I don't know. But yeah, it's just because I've got it downstairs. But I'm like... And then it tracks... But apparently my air quality is really good, but I'm like, there is so much dust in my place. Like, what do you mean the air quality is good? So hopefully it's just picking things up and... Yeah. Welcome to the Ishgar Gate. Looking for something in particular? More like someone. We're looking for Philip Moore, the popularizer of strange topics. We're lucky that he's included the Ishtar Gate in his tour. He just signed copies of his new book and is now giving a talk on the phenomenon of spontaneous human combustion. You'll find him upstairs. Thank you. It's by invitation only, by the way. Oh, understood. Okay. Incense? That's right. There you go. The Ishtar Gate and Saturn editions are pleased to present Philip Moore, renowned writer on parapsychology. The event will consist of a book signing for his book Spontaneous Human Combustion, a reality, and a lecture on the subject. The arrow points upstairs. Are you here to see Mr. Moore? Yes. And your invitation, please. If you don't have an invitation, I can't let you in. This is a private event. We're from Arkham PD. I'm Detective Foster, and this is Detective Whitman. We need to speak with Philip Moore. Since the event began, 3 fake cops and a supposed army colonel have shown up. Oh. And that weird guy who has been posing as the Archbishop of the Archdiocese of Boston. Everyone wants to see Mr. Moore. And I can understand why, but without an invitation, I can't let you in. You can tell... yeah, I know we need to talk to him. You're not helping me, my bro. I knew it was true. The earth is hollow. I like the little look. Egyptian sarcophagus. They were used to guard the mummy of a deceased person who had undergone an embalming process. Listen, Harvey. I may look like a tough, ignorant cop, but I've got some culture. I'm sorry if I offended you, Jack. But a moment ago, you didn't even know what incense was, and I thought, well, don't think so hard. He's like, look, occasionally, yeah, I don't know anything. But I know about sarcophagus. Due to the rising cost of paper, Afterland Publishing has decided to suspend until further notice the releases it had already announced. Oh, wow. Bit sad. Upcoming event, conference, Life Beyond Death, speaker, Edward C. Randall, date to be determined. Although nowadays, the amount of, like, things that get cancelled as well. I didn't turn off them. I meant to, sorry. My brain is not functioning. Turn off. Sleep. Sleep? Sleep will do. Put it on sleep. Okay. This is the occult section. You're an expert on the subject. Have you read any of these books? I've read some. It's good to know the beliefs of some cults. Although most occult practices are invented or based on ancient texts of dubious authenticity. They're helpful reads, but practically irrelevant to my work. What do you mean? The purpose of a cult is to subdue its members. Surrounding the cult with an aura of esotericism is something that, unfortunately, appeals to many people. If you knew how many cult leaders believe in what they preach, you would be surprised. All this paraphernalia is just a hook for the members, a carrot on a stick. I see. This month's new releases, let's see. Mind Over the Immaterial World by Dr. Julius von Kloss. Okay. I think it is Marduk, a Mesopotamian deity, god of creation, wisdom, and justice. Cool. Okay, so I don't have an invitation. So I need to leave again. Oh, showcase. Journey Through the Mind by Edgar Salazar. Astrology and Cosmic Plane by Sijian. The Oracle of the Dead by Niall D. Riley. Do people buy this? More than you think. Cool. Bus. Line 5 makes a stop here. Another storefront with a toe tag. Bus. I hear shouting from inside. Let's go in and see what's going on. I won't say it again. Get off my bus. Don't you have any compassion? You'll get me fired, you damn hag. Hey. Arkham PD. What's the trouble? This woman. She got on the bus without a ticket and won't get off. Ma'am, you know you can't ride without a ticket, so I beg you to step down. Don't get me wrong. I had to get on this bus due to force majeure. Force majeure? Spell it out. My cane was stolen while I was sitting on a bench. I have fasciitis in the sole of my foot, and I can't walk without it. I have plantar fasciitis. Come on now. I don't need a cane. Not my problem. Although I might someday. Let her finish, pal. I barely made it to the bus so this gentleman could take me home. There's a stop right in front of my door. I told him I'd pay the fare as soon as we got there. I don't have any money on me. Ma'am, don't keep telling me the same sob story. You can't get on here without a ticket. Period. Why don't you take this lady home, pal? Route's the same with or without her, right? Are you mad? If the depot hears a colored woman rode without a ticket, I'm finished. I couldn't even tell she was colored. If it were someone else, maybe nothing would happen. But a colored woman? Okay, so we're just racist. Got it. I wouldn't have boarded if I could walk. Besides, your bosses don't need to know about it. Get off. I can't. You're starting to annoy me. Keep it up and there'll be consequences. This is getting dull. Shall we go? We shouldn't leave that woman alone with him. Why? Let them deal with it. Look at his hand. A steel crank. And he's about to lose it. Damn it. Okay. That's Red Winchell. I'd never put a face to the name. Do you listen to WKST? Yes, it was the station I had tuned in to when you came into my office. What's that crank in your hand for? None of your business. Hand over. Hey, Jack. The guy's out of his mind. He'll probably react violently if you take the crank away from him. I wouldn't advise it. And what would you advise? Resolve this diplomatically. Right. Yikes. Yeah, it's a bit of a yikes situation. 1933? Yeah. When did Rosa Parks sit in the front of the bus? I think we're still a few years off of that. Are you sure you can't walk? I told you, I have fasciitis in the sole of my foot. I can't do it without support. Pain is unbearable. Will you promise to pay the ticket to the driver when you get home? Of course. I'm an honest person. You hear that? Fire it up and let's be done. You expect me to trust someone who got on without a ticket? This company has a strict policy. No ticket, no ride. How about we pay for it? Would you do that for me? Won't be enough. I've been stuck here for over an hour because of this woman, and several passengers haven't been able to make their journey. Are you covering that loss too? You're very stubborn, aren't you? He is very racist. That's the feeling I'm getting. Just make an effort and walk away. The man is not going to change his mind. It's impossible for me to walk without support. If I could, I'd be long gone. Okay. Why don't you take her home? The poor woman can't walk, and I can see she's the only passenger. That's because everyone else has gotten off. Because you stopped the engine and refused to continue the ride until I got off. Doesn't her story move you at all? She could be your grandmother. My grandmother would have paid for the ticket. And you, aren't you moved by the fact that I could lose my job? Half the staff have already been laid off because of the crisis, and I don't want to be the next one. It's fair. But also, he's clearly racist, so I don't really have any sympathy for him. You want to say something, Harvey? Yes. Sir? Would we be in this situation if she weren't black? Listen, pal, I'm no racist. Yes, you are. But she didn't even have the decency to move to the back where her kind belongs. That's a really, really good emote. That is a really good emote. Oh my god. I'm not a racist, but you know what's gonna follow that is never gonna be a good thing. Like it's just never a good thing. There's just nothing that's gonna come out of that. You know, and the worst part is there are still people that think this way. And I just cannot. I can't stomach them. I really can't. Okay. Come on, be reasonable. She's the one who needs to be reasonable. Take her away and let me get on with my job. Don't get any funny ideas. Okay, what else is in here? Because, like... Damn it. I left my smokes on the boss's desk. Got any? No, I only smoke at home and after coffee. Okay. Which one is your favorite? I don't like canned food. I prefer to cook. You cook? Yeah, sure. You'll have to invite me over sometime. I've forgotten what food that doesn't come in a can tastes like. It would be my pleasure to cook for you, Jack. Oh, that's cute. Okay. I'm not sure. Okay, that's not what I wanted. The only thing he cares about is getting that woman off the bus. Can I put that in her shoe? Dad, he'll need it. I don't know what to do here. No, apparently not. Hold on. Hand over. And then he goes, don't do that. So he stops me. So the only thing I can think of is I've got a gun, but like that doesn't strike me as the best solution here. I don't even want to ask her, are you trying to start a revolution? Because no, she's just trying to get home. Like, between us. You're trying to start a revolution, aren't you? A what now? You know, you won't get off this bus until black people are no longer forced to sit in the back. You've got it all figured out. Make a scene. Get some support. Maybe this little gesture will be the start of something. What are you talking about? If I could walk, I wouldn't be on this filthy bus. Hey, you! Don't put ideas in her head. So this isn't Rosa Parks? Okay. It is. It is. Can I get off? Okay, I can get off the bus. And then I can get back on. Okay, I was worried about leaving initially, because I was like, the way he was talking was like, if I leave, she will be dead the next time I come back. Ishtar, the Babylonian goddess of love and war, you know? I'm shocked the Arkham League for Decency hasn't tried to shut this place down for flaunting a naked woman. Maybe they haven't looked up. Well. Okay. Now what do I do? I really don't want it. Should I try with the gun? That doesn't strike me. He says do it diplomatically. I'm like, can I not get her some shoes? I don't think pulling out a gun is going to be the diplomatic way to handle it. Because, like, what? I'm going to force the bus driver to drive her home? Like, to drive his route? I don't think, like, all I have, like, the second I get off the bus, he can just, you know, throw her out, essentially. So I don't think that's gonna work. That seems like a bad idea. Man's enjoying his meal. I've got nothing to say to him. Fair enough. He's reading the Boston Globe. I don't want to bother him. Okay. The note for the employees. Don't let the Innsmouth guy in. He scares the customers. If he wants anything, have him call and I'll deliver it myself. Signed, Rob. Rob. From the smell of it, I'd say he's one hell of a cook. Welcome to Rob's. Today's special is the American cheese sandwich. We're cops. We're on duty. Some other time, sweetheart. Can you read? Yes. What's the name on the tag? Betty. That's right. Betty, not sweetheart. Clear? Feisty dames these days, huh? Don't call them that. Like what? You talk too much, Jack. I suggest that for every 2 words you say, save 1. I like Harvey. I do. Okay, so... You made good on your threat. You're back. We did. I don't think there's anything else I can say to him right now. Mr. Marsh? I see you don't like the police, huh? I thought I had been subtle. Come on, what's with the bile? You Arkham cops helped the feds destroy my hometown. Don't look at me, I wasn't there. You're part of the same repressive organization. We're just enforcing the law. Repressive laws. Okay. What the hell happened in Innsmouth? The feds were investigating an alarming series of disappearances in the area. People disappear every day, everywhere. People are irresponsible and careless. Word is they found a connection between these disappearances and a cult called the Esoteric Order of Dagon, which we dealt with in An English Haunting. Nonsense. This is America. Everyone must look the same and believe in the same God if they don't want to be signaled out. Want to know what happened in Innsmouth? Look at yourselves and then look at me. That's what happened in Innsmouth. Because yeah, we went to Innsmouth in An English Haunting. Okay, there's an ad about to start again. I'm wondering if I get more tea. And then I can go for a while longer. Yeah. I'm gonna get more tea. I'm gonna get more tea, and we'll run an ad, and then we should be good to go. I'll be right back. Okay, hi. I had some more tea. Okay. Dun. This will probably be my last cup. Probably. I want soup. I'm like, I need soup. Tempted to make myself like, I've already eaten dinner, but I'm like, I want ramen or soup or something, or like, it's so cold. Alright. We're asking a small favor, that's all. Help us crack a symbol so we can close the case and we're gone. You'll never see us again. Help the police. Did the police help me at the Arkham Museum of the Unusual? What? No one spared a minute to hear me. What happened at that museum? It's none of your concern. Okay. Excellent. We'll be back. Get the hell out of my shop, will you? Okay, so now we have a new location. Good, 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 good. Fight cold with cold. Ice cream. No. No. If anything, it will be... I got some donuts. Picked up some cinnamon donuts. It'll be like more tea and a cinnamon donut. If all else fails. No, I'm not fighting cold with cold. Absolutely not. Which reminds me. Welcome to the Arkham Museum of the Unusual. Need to go turn on my electric blanket. We're going to be using that tonight. Enter with an open mind and prepare to transform your preconceived ideas about this reality. Price list. Single admission, 75 cents. Monthly pass, $2.15. 2% discount for groups. For the price of one ticket, I go to the movies 3 times. The movies don't offer the same sensations as this museum. Okay, good to know. It's 9 p.m. I know. I'm having that moment. That's why I'm like, I'll have this last cup of tea. And then I will just like behave myself. And after I end stream, I will just take myself to bed. And that way I don't eat. Because I'm tempted. But I also know I shouldn't. I had chicken nuggets. I had chicken nuggets for dinner. And green beans. That's what I had for dinner. Because I did a big shop and I was like, I have to do some cooking. But I didn't want to do like a big cook like right now. Because otherwise I would have been really late to stream. Because everything, well, almost everything that I would make would take more time than I wanted. So I was like, I'll just have chicken nuggets in the air fryer, some green beans, and I'm sorted. And at least I had some veggies then. You don't need to read all the rules. Simply use common sense. Don't touch anything and behave like adults. This is the skull of a member of the fearsome Tacho people, natives of Southeast Asia. So far, no one has been able to see them and come out alive. This is the closest you'll get to them without endangering your physical integrity. Cool. Oh, I see that the much sought after A Treatise on Primordial Fear has caught your attention. I have received tempting offers from Miskatonic University to make it part of their collection. But what better place than here for this cursed book? That was also from an English haunting. Pretty sure, anyway. Detectives Foster and Whippen. May we ask you a few questions, Mr. Floyd, Raymond Floyd. Yes, of course. I'm the director of this museum. Is there a problem, detectives? Where's this music coming from? We have installed an innovative music reproduction system based on magnetic media and distributed several speakers along the tour route. What you are hearing is a looped playback of Through the Cosmos by Matthew Elm. It's an ideal piece to set the mood for the visit, don't you think? Okay. So what's the museum about? The Arkham Museum of the Unusual aims to show visitors a reality they are unaware of. We tend to live immersed in a life where superstition has been left behind and scientific reality is imposed on our day-to-day. We try to show, and above all not to forget, that there are unusual and strange facts that exist around us. Does the name Benjamin Marsh ring a bell? Oh yes, I'll remember him for the rest of my life. We understand that the museum had a problem with him. An unfortunate incident that should never have occurred. What happened? We have a gallery dedicated to the mysterious town of Innsmouth. The most outstanding piece in the collection is a figurine bearing the likeness of the primeval Cthulhu. It comes from the looting that took place in the town after the feds arrived. A unique piece. What is a primeval? They are deities from the depths of the cosmos. Cthulhu is one of them, worshipped by the entire population of Innsmouth. Cthulhu? I don't know. I keep saying it wrong. Marsh stormed in, claiming that the effigy belonged to his people and shouldn't be displayed in a profane place like this. I explained the museum had every right to display it, but he wouldn't listen to reason. He made his way to the gallery and smashed the protective glass. I immediately called the police and tried to prevent him from taking it. During the struggle, he stabbed me in the right eye with one of the statue's spikes. Left me blind in that eye. Did you press charges? Are you mad? Benjamin Marsh is a direct descendant of Obed Marsh. Do you know what that means? I don't want any trouble with the Marshes. Even after he blinded you? Oh, detective, that's nothing compared to what could happen to me. Did Marsh take the figure? The police arrived in time to stop him, but when I refused to press charges, they decided to confiscate it as evidence in case I changed my mind. Harvey? Yes, I see. We have it at the station. We're displaying a replica in its place. It's not ideal, as we only display originals here, but visitors are fascinated by it. Can we see that figure? Of course, but I already mentioned that it's a replica. You can enter the museum if you wish, always under the supervision of our guide. Since the unfortunate incident I told you about, we have instituted a policy of constant surveillance of our visitors. We won't try anything funny. We're police officers, remember? Museum cannot afford to make any exceptions, detective. I trust you understand. So you don't have the original. Our colleagues took it and it's catalogued as evidence. Exactly. Don't you want it back? That would require charging Benjamin Marsh, and the cure could be worse than the disease. Interesting. Alright, in we go, I guess. Where's that guide? I believe he's coming this way. Welcome to the Arkham Museum of the Unusual. Please, step closer. My name is Horace Chambers, and I will be your guide throughout the tour. If you desire information about any of the pieces on display, I will be happy to provide it. The tour begins in this room we call the Gallery of the Damned Artists. More acquisitions will be coming soon. You can skip the guide's explanations by pressing the escape key. Okay. Hydrate. Got it. These 3 disturbing canvases are by the Boston artist Richard Upton Pickman. His hyper-realistic strokes and imitable technique have made him the most celebrated painter in his city. There are certain rumors that insinuate that the impact that these paintings exert on the observer is due to a terrifying fact. This hellish creature exists. Pickman keeps it in his home and uses it as a model. You are looking at the work of the promising California artist Clark Ashton Smith, poet, writer, and sculptor of nightmarish figures from lost worlds. This figure is called Inhabitant of the Moon. Some claim that the image of the being came to Smith in his sleep. Did the inhabitants of our satellite reveal their appearance to him through some inconceivable telepathic method? I mean, probably not. He probably just came up with that by himself. Let's be honest. You are looking at the nameless entity. Smith claims to have no memory of sculpting this piece. He simply woke up one morning and this disturbing sculpture was staring back at him from his workbench. If you would be so kind as to come with me. You are in the Hall of Unusual Characters. Here we find those who defied science, or who were at the center of events that would test the sanity of ordinary mortals. Herbert West. Friend of yours? I was part of the raid that arrested him. It was my first assignment after I was posted here. Oh, interesting. Oh, is there a problem with stream? Why does it say connecting to chat? What's going on? Is there something going on? Let me check. Okay, well, it says I'm live, so that's good. Not that you can see. But interestingly enough, I can't see that message up there. I can only see that on my phone. So that's interesting. Oh god. Well, I heard that. But I can't see your not that I can see message. Interesting. Hold on a second. Please hold. Casual, just... Can I refresh this? Refresh. There we go. Test. Got it. No. And now it's connecting again. Oh, weird. And now it's connecting. There seems to be an issue. Because now it's being weird on my phone as well. Ooh. So that test did come up, but I had to actually, like, refresh chat to do that. Yeah, see, again, I refresh it, and I can see, Cheech, I can see your weird message. And then it just says connecting to chat again. I wonder if Twitch is having some issues. Like, the stream itself seems okay. I'm not seeing any, like, like, one frame has been missed. That all seems fine for the rest. I wonder if I can do it like this. I think Twitch has been acting all day. Alerts weren't working earlier. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Every time it's like I have to physically go in and refresh the chat, which is not great. Like, how do I can't do that like constantly. That's not going to work. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Okay, well, the only thing I can keep going with the game if everyone's happy to not be so worried about my not responding to messages to chat. And then that would be just I'll just have to do it occasionally, like look at it occasionally. I don't know how else to do it, honestly. So I can keep going with the game. I just won't necessarily be able to see like messages consistently. Because the only way I can do it, I literally have to refresh. I wonder if Alan's having the same issue. He's live at the moment. Let me just really quickly. Loading chat, please wait. Yeah, okay, so maybe it's obviously just me. But I tried getting into I can't even open like his chat. Oh, this might be telling me I need to end stream early. Keep going, just can't interact. Yeah. If people are happy with that. I'm happy because I'm enjoying the game, so I'm happy to keep going. But yeah. Okay. Well, I'll keep going for now. And I'll just have to do the occasional like check refresh of the chat. But yeah, I'm having issues getting to other people's chats. Like I just tried to get on to pop into Geef's stream. Oh yeah, you can ask Alan for me. Thank you. Yeah, do that. But yeah, I can't I can't get into, like, it's weird. It just says loading chat. So maybe, I don't know if it's just me. Maybe it's just my problem. Maybe it's just me and my problem that's being weird, because apparently nobody else won't be able to see my messages. I'm gonna write, I just saw it. Nice try. I refreshed. I refreshed the chat and it came up. Let me try somebody else's channel. This is really, really odd. Actually, you know what I'm gonna try? Hold on. Let me try. If I do this. This is so weird. Sorry, I should put some music on so you guys aren't just sitting here listening to nothingness. Hold on. Now let me put on some gaming albums. Just play. Play. Okay. At least got some music in the background while I try and figure this out. So weird. Let me just try somebody's. That it's all a twist. He's locked onto building. Okay. Okay, yeah, because it just says connecting to chat, so I can't do anything. All right. Yeah, so he can't. Alan said it's all a Twitch. He can't see anything either. Okay. It keeps dying. Yeah. Okay, got it. So, if everyone's happy for me to keep going, I can, but just with the understanding that it's going to be really difficult for me to track anything. So I'll have to do just occasional checks, essentially. Sorry. I'm really sorry, guys. I mean, obviously it's, yeah, I can't, it's not like I'm doing this on purpose. It's not my idea of a good time. So okay, we'll just keep going and it'll be fine. Okay. All right. We're just going to keep going. Cool. All right. The game's good, so that helps. It helps that the game's good at least. All right. So yeah, I'll just check in with you guys on occasion. Who knows? Maybe things will sort themselves out. Who knows? Let's start with this guy. This guy looks familiar. I feel like he's from the English Haunting. The case of Dr. Munoz is the perfect example to illustrate this room. He contracted a severe illness in his native Barcelona. Years later, he settled in a small room in a New York boarding house. He had installed an ammonia-based cooling system that kept the room at a very low temperature in order to control his illness. However, when he saw his body begin to deteriorate with unusual speed due to the failure in the cooling system, Munoz asked the other tenants for help. He asked them for huge quantities of ice, knowing that all the stores would be closed by that hour. When they returned, they found no trace of Munoz except for a puddle in the middle of the room. Blah. The doctor had left a hastily written letter. Munoz had been dead for 18 years. He had kept himself alive thanks to the cold air that preserved his tissues. Okay. What is that called again? Vicus fish. I know the word. I know it. I do know it. Like viscose. I don't know. I'll come back to it. Erich Zahn was a virtuoso German cellist, who lived in seclusion in a garret on Rue d'Auxil in Paris. Every night, the tenants of the boarding house heard strange and frantic music played compulsively coming from Zan's room. One of them befriended the musician and witnessed some terrifying events. According to his account, Zan was stalked every night by a strange and gigantic creature that only his ghostly music kept at bay. Upon witnessing these events, the man fled the building and reported the incident to the guard. Unfortunately, they did not find Eric Zan. In fact, they couldn't even find the Rue d'Auxil. Interesting. Dr. Herbert West, a modern-day Dr. Frankenstein, better known as the Butcher of Arkham. Obsessed with defeating death, he created... Oh, I think it's back, guys. I think chat's back. Created death, creating a formula that, when injected into corpses, brought them back to life. Sorry. Defeating death. Yeah. Sorry. I just noticed. However, the reanimation came with horrible consequences. The revived ones tended to have an animalistic behavior with homicidal tendencies. West believed that this was because the formula was more effective on corpses that were more recent. He began to indiscriminately desecrate graves in Christchurch Cemetery, which led to his arrest by the authorities. Yep, I can see everything now. Yay, it's back! What happened to all those revived corpses? They were put down, but it is believed that those who escaped still roam Arkham. Oh, charming. Okay, good news. It's all working. I love it. Twitch has decided to put itself back up. I love it. Okay. If you would be so kind as to come with me. Yes, next room. Like the one in the middle, right? With the recent discovery of the 9th planet in our solar system, Pluto, we have turned our eyes to the stars. Lol, Pluto is no longer a planet. It has made us realize that we are just a speck of dust in the cosmos. We are unaware of the mysteries and dangers that await us on those worlds. Just as we do not know that there are other worlds that are not aligned with our plane of existence. Expand your mind and get to know the other realities. The Earth is constantly bombarded by meteorites. Here you can delight in admiring a select collection of fragments from other worlds. It is the closest contact that humankind can have with the immensity of the cosmos. In certain astronomical circles, there is talk of the existence of the dark and mysterious planet Yugoth, located in the far reaches of our solar system. Several writings claim that it is inhabited by the Migo, an alien race of fungi that can travel through the cosmos. What you are looking at is a depiction of its surface by French painter Antoine Girard. Okay, I don't think that's a thing. A press article published in July 1931 in the Astrophysical Society of America's Journal. Signed by the prestigious astronomer Julius Tillinghast, the text offers a series of arguments claiming that the newly discovered planet Pluto is actually Yugoth. Tillinghast warns of the dangers of this planet and suggests that research on it be halted. He points out that future contact with Pluto could be devastating to the fate of mankind. Was it? Was it devastating? This stone was found at the bottom of the Miles Standish State Forest swamp. It was part of the meteorite that originated on the planet Pluto. Scientists were amazed to find that despite stellar erosion, there were unnatural carvings visible on the rock. This rock could be part of an artificial structure on Pluto. In other words, the 9th planet of our solar system is or was inhabited. This is the first material evidence of extraterrestrial life. Amazed? The planet Pluto, the 9th in our solar system, discovered 3 years ago by astronomer Clyde William Tombaugh, it has fueled theories and expectations about the existence of extraterrestrial life. If you look down at the display case, you will see that these theories are supported by irrefutable evidence. Interesting. I didn't realize that Pluto was the planet that had kick-started the extraterrestrial life, hysteria. Or not hysteria, that's the wrong word. Randolph Carter. This young man claims to travel to strange worlds without moving from the spot through his dreams. The accounts of his travels to the unknown Kadath or the dangerous Dilathleen are so detailed and realistic that some have dismissed their being mere invention. Carter is scheduled to undergo an exhaustive scientific examination next month by Miskatonic University in order to confirm his claims. What's in here? What's in there? I asked that question. In 1927, hundreds of witnesses saw an anomaly directly above the Empire State Building in New York. From their statements, it was deduced to be a dimensional breach. There were witnesses who could see through it a point in the cosmos that did not correspond to our own. What you'll see behind that curtain is a recreation of what happened that day. It was created by Willis O'Brien, who was in charge of the special effects for the hit movie King Kong. As you can see, the museum has spared no expense. Shall we take a look? Yeah, why not? I'm curious. I can't see shit. It's about to start. Don't be impatient. Escape to skip. Nah, we want to watch this. Let's go. That's what people saw? Is this real? 1927? What did you think? Magnificent special effects. Yeah. Let's go to the next room. Okay, so this is the Innsmouth. This room is dedicated to the enigmatic town of Innsmouth. Its characteristic secrecy has not been an obstacle for the Arkham Museum of the Unusual to provide you with all of the information about it. The museum would like to thank Zadok Allen for his collaboration in the making of this room. The Devil's Reef. Located a mile and a half from Innsmouth Harbor, it is, or rather was, the place where Captain Obed Marsh hid the strange creatures he brought with him from the South Seas in his caves. Thanks to an eyewitness account, the federal government took action and torpedoed the base of the reef with submarines, putting an end to the bloody alliance between the creatures and the inhabitants of Innsmouth. However, it is said that the network of caves on the islet extends to abysmal depths and that those beings are still there. Captain Obed Marsh. In the middle of the last century, Innsmouth was going through a crisis that reduced all its fishing activities and plunged its inhabitants into absolute poverty. On one of his chartered voyages to the South Seas, he discovered a small village on one of the islands where strange amphibious creatures were worshipped, offering gold and abundant fish in exchange for human sacrifices. Marsh brought those creatures with him and hid them on the Devil's Reef, which you can see on the left. The town flourished again, as in its golden years, and the inhabitants of Innsmouth embraced the claims and beliefs of those beings and even mixed their blood. Those who opposed this diabolical alliance were purged, leaving the town inhabited only by those akin to the creatures and their strange offspring. You may have seen other portraits of the captain with a more, shall we say, conventional appearance, but this is his true countenance, the result of his close relationship with those creatures of the underworld, at least in the last years of his life. Interesting. There you have a news item from the Arkham Advertiser, February 1928. It recounts the secret investigation that federal government agents carried out in Innsmouth. Raids and arrests were carried out, and numerous houses and factories were blown up. The article also mentions that most of those arrested ended up in prison or concentration camps. Weeks after this news broke, it became known that many of them had escaped from these facilities. Okay. I know this is the little figure. I want to look at everything else first. The inhabitants of Innsmouth profess no orthodox religion. Their god is Cthulhu, whose representation you can see in the central part of the room, and their church is the esoteric order of Dagon. This ancient tablet, with its carved emblem, was found among the ruins of the old Masonic lodge on New Church Green, where the order was installed. Okay. The current inhabitants of Innsmouth Descendants of the blasphemous hybridization between species undergo a metamorphosis throughout their lives. It is not so noticeable in the young, but it is in those of advanced age. Once they reach middle age and their appearance resembles that of the creatures found by Obed Marsh, they feel the call of the sea. And there they begin a new and immortal life dedicated to the worship of their god, the great primeval god Cthulhu. Okay. I don't remember seeing this in Innsmouth, but cool. The great old one Cthulhu. This cosmic entity is secretly worshipped by the vast majority of Innsmouth inhabitants. It is said to lie dreaming in the sunken city of Rilla, waiting for the day when it will be freed to reign over the earth once more. You are looking at a replica, by the way. Until recently, we exhibited the original found during the Innsmouth raids. A minor incident deprived us of it. We hope to show it to the public again someday. Yeah, I don't think so. That room exclusively houses the infamous painting The Faces of Madness by Francis Hold. Why isn't it in the first room with the others? The museum had to relocate the piece because what? Let's go inside and I'll explain. It is a fascinating story. Come with me. Okay. Francis Hold was a promising German painter whose interest in the dark arts became an obsession. Concerned about the young man's mental health, his family committed him to an asylum where he spent the rest of his life. It is known from his writings that he continued his studies in arcane magic there. The painting behind this curtain, The Faces of Madness, is the result of merging that magic with his art. Why Hold did this is unknown. What is known for certain is that viewing this painting can affect the observer. In what way? Paranoia, depression, anger. Each person reacts differently when exposed to the painting. We were convinced that the stories about this work were mere exaggerations, but when we showed it to the public, we realized that everything that was said was true. I'm intrigued. Can we see it? Management has decided not to exhibit it until further notice. We've had some problems with some visitors. We are not just visitors. Pull back the curtain and let's see it. We won't tell anyone. I'm not authorized to do so, sir. I don't even have the piece to activate the mechanism that moves the curtain. Bummer. I was curious about the story. Oh, is this where we're gonna get the crank? The Faces of Madness. Francis Holde, 1876. Okay. Interesting. So we will see that painting at some point, I'm guessing? Leaving already? Come back anytime. Thanks. Okay. Professor Roman Dvorak. Thanks to him, the museum has priceless pieces such as Eric Zane's cello. It is a pity he's no longer with us. Okay. It's an early work by the famous Arkham painter Richard Upton Pickman. It represents our role in the immensity of the cosmic void. If you are interested in his work, there are several of his originals in the adjoining gallery. Okay, so... Right, okay. Evidence. Evidence storage room. Drinking fountain. They say water is supposed to be odorless, colorless, and tasteless. This one smells awful, has a greenish color, and tastes like hell. Does it come straight from the Arkham River, or what? Okay. Can I clean this? I don't want to get it wet. Okay. Because otherwise it might ruin it. the black sludge that I have. Why are you closing? What? What's that smell? Greasy and delicious. Hello? Wilbur? How's it going, Wilbur? Can't complain? I mean, of course I can, but at least I have a job. And I pray it stays that way. By the way, hey, sorry about Mac. Yeah, well. What kind of feast are you guys having back there? It smells good, huh? It's some hot dogs from a guy with a stand over at Long Park. By the way, I saw Frank the Worm there. Word is he's on Mayor Bradley's campaign now. He sends his regards. That he's part of the campaign team? That rat's up to something. He's reformed. I'll believe it when I see it. I think I'll swing by. Something about that. This stinks. Jeez, another spot. So how does this work? You know the drill, Foster. What's the matter with you? You bring me some evidence, you fill out the delivery form, and I log it, like we've always done. Cool. What do you know about a figure that was seized from a museum? Oh yes, we have it here. Some Innsmouth fellow used it to gouge the museum owner's eye. They're savages, those inbred yokels, huh? Strangely enough, the guy didn't press charges. You know what? If it were up to me, I'd send all that rabble back to that godforsaken town they should never have left. We've got enough problems in Arkham without having to put up with those toad faces. Okay. Can I see that figure? You can't. It's not your case, Foster. I know it's not my case, but that figure is related to our investigation. You can file to examine it. Just fill it out and get it stamped by the department. Cut the red tape, will ya? I don't make the rules, sorry. Just a quick look, that's all. They'd throw me out on the street if they found out. What am I supposed to do at 48 with no job? Starve on the street like everybody else? No thanks. Don't insist, Jack. Wilbur would risk his job if he agreed to your request. See? Thanks, Whitman. Whose side are you on? Do you want that application or not? Yes, I have no choice. Wait here. Okay. How about you button it for a minute? We're police officers. We have to follow the rules. There you go. I filled it out for you. How thoughtful. Get the official Arkham PD seal on it, then you can examine the piece. That's gonna be on the psychiatrist lady's desk. The joint's leaking like a sieve. One of these days we're gonna have to swim out of this dump. Oh. Why would you take a bucket of water? Why wouldn't I? Yeah, don't ask stupid questions, Harvey. Why wouldn't I take a bucket of water? I wasn't actually expecting to pick it up, but why wouldn't I take a bucket of water? It's a great point. What's the documents over here? Just sitting here randomly. These are entry forms for registering evidence. If you want to log evidence, you fill out a form first. Right. Okay. Alright. So now I have water. Quest. So I need to give the wax figure to them in return. I don't know. I've got some ideas about what I'm going to be expected to do here. Okay, let's go. What are these magazines doing here? The bus company has placed a stand with various magazines at some stops to entertain passengers while they wait. It says so right there. And folks don't just walk off with them? Someone will, but they're usually old issues anyway. These magazines are for the exclusive use of Arkham Metropolitan Bus. Please leave them in a place. Thank you. Let's see what we have. Ladies' Home Journal, Hollywood Spectator, Family Circle, Hard Pass. Okay. Do you know when the bus will arrive? It's taking longer than usual. No idea. Trust the motto of the Arkham Metro Bus Network. Punctuality is our commitment. Punctuality. Been waiting here for over half an hour. Luckily, I'm entertained by these magazines. What are you reading? Strange Eons. Never heard of it till now. I need to get the bus here so I can get the freaking the magazine. Strange Eons. That magazine sounds interesting. Can I borrow it? To be honest, I'm having a revelation with this magazine. I didn't think there were so many unexplained and mysterious events in this world. Wait for the bus to arrive and I'll put it back. Okay. We just need the bus to get there. I'm not even going to try. This park was built thanks to the generous donation of the Honorable Gideon Treadwell for the use and enjoyment of all good citizens of Arkham. Who's this Gideon Treadwell? Slave owner. Oh, charming. Long Metropolitan Park. Opened in March 1864. Arkham will burn tonight. The city will be consumed by fire. You turned your backs on the signs, but the clock hasn't struck doom yet. You must wake up. We must act now. Okay. Well. Detective Foster! So Wilbur was right, you've reformed. Although I don't know if working for a politician counts as being reformed. I don't know what you're doing here, but I'm a brand new man with an honest job. I have the honor of being part of Mayor Bradley's campaign team. So what's with all the stars and stripes paraphernalia? These are local elections, not presidential. Mayor Bradley has always been known for his grandiloquence and vanity. Grandiloquence? Who's your friend? I don't like his attitude. He's probably a communist. Oh. Harvey, the guy who looks like he mugged Uncle Sam and took his clothes, is Frank the Worm. A pimp and extortionist I put in jail so many times, he ended up hating it. Worm, meet my partner, Harvey Whitman. He'll be happy to bust you if this whole racket is to commit one of your misdeeds. I told you, I'm a new man. And my name is Frank Morley. Worm is dead and buried, okay? Damn cops. Don't trust him. It's our candidates election program. You can take one if you wish. I've got plenty of toilet paper at home. Would you like one? I'm aware of Mayor Bradley's election program. You've heard it. They're all yours. The tray is empty. It's the tray of cinnamon rolls made by the Salvation Army widows. They've always been staunch supporters of the mayor. They're all gone. Ants the size of King Kong devoured them. This park is full of them. They even drove off the hot dog guy. What about this umbrella? The rainy season will soon begin, and Mayor Bradley has been kind enough to give away umbrellas to his citizens. All gone but that one. It's a very populist way to buy votes. Bradley is only looking out for the people of Arkham. Is that buying votes? Yes, I think so. You're not used to how elections work in a democracy, are you, Red? And in my case, I'll let them buy my vote. I sell myself cheap. So I'm gonna take this umbrella. Looks solid. Hey! Can't take it. Why? It's busted and won't close. Voters would get a bad impression if they thought their mayor was giving away substandard gifts. Come back tomorrow if you want one. My colleagues will have replaced them by then. Okay. Well. Leave the umbrella alone. Ants. What? Again? Where did that sandwich come from? Stay away from me. I'm leaving until these things from hell disappear. I'd do the same if I were you. They get into your pants and ugh, probably deserve it, especially you, Foster. I'm out of here. I'm gonna take the umbrella. Thanks. Eat up, ladies. Alright. Got the umbrella. Need to figure out the bus. Oh! I have an umbrella. Walking cane. Do I need to try and fix... Where was the bus? At Marsh? No. It was at the bookstore. Yeah. Alright. Won't be able to close the umbrella with that. Oh, so I need to close it, do I? Several of the ribs are rusty and I can't get it closed. Contents of the can are so greasy that I've come up with an idea. I'll smear this oily substance on the umbrella ribs. Because I'm a frickin' genius. Aha! I managed to close it. Alright. Let's get on the bus. Yo, racist. Calm the frick down. Here, take this. It's not a real cane, but close enough. Courtesy of Mayor Bradley. Oh, I can really go home with this. How can I ever thank you? Don't worry about it. We're here to help. You're angels, the both of you. And you're a devil. Good night, gentlemen. And rest assured, I will be voting for Mayor Bradley. Oh, maybe don't do that. That feels like the wrong message to take away from this. Thank goodness you ended this nightmare. Now I can get back to work. Not so fast. Hand over the weapon. Weapon? What weapon? The crank. What was the plan? Use it on the poor old lady who couldn't get her off the bus? I only meant to scare her. Spare me. I'm confiscating it. What if I get a flat? I don't have another one. Well, I don't know. Screw you. The crank, please. I love it. Have some empathy next time, will you? And watch that temper. It'll get you in trouble. Let's get out of here, Harvey. Assholes. Racist. Yeah, well, what if I get a flat? Well, stiff shit. Okay, now we can go back to the park. He will have put the magazine back. There we go. Now, in this, we should have... I can carry it myself. I know you can, but I needed to... I don't want to damage the magazine. But there's an... How do I then go through it? Okay, well, maybe I can just give the magazine to him then. The bus just left. How are you... Anyway, okay. Okay, hold on a second. I wonder if I should run a quick ad. Only because I feel like if I get in now, there's going to be a lot of dialogue. And I don't want anyone to miss that. So we might just do that real quick. Hold on. It's like 8 minutes off, but I'm like, I know how that works. It goes so fast. So we'll just wait here. Just a second. Sorry, I'm having a little read as I wait here. Menopause. What is happening to my body? Not that I have to worry about that just yet, but still. And it's like experience one or more of the following. And it just goes on. Continued. 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 There's so many things. I have so much to look forward to. This is all very upsetting. Yeah. Anyway. If your body feels like it's shutting down, menopause! It's just... No. I'm gonna save this post and come back to it, because unfortunately it is probably something I need to be aware of. Anyway, fun times. Okay, we're back. No more looking at things that upset me. Video games. Here you go. This month's Strange Eons magazine. With the corresponding invitation. Perfect. I suppose you're aware that the invitation that comes with the magazine is for one person only. Oh, wow. But you are readers of the magazine, right? Of course we are. We buy it every month. 50-50, you know, these are tough times. Absolutely. You can come in. Enjoy the evening. I love he didn't question it. We're all good. Reports on victims of spontaneous human combustion indicate that most were chronic alcoholics. Such figures have led some to suppose that residual alcohol in the body acts as an igniting agent. However, as in many documented instances, Mrs. Violet Ashford was a teetotaler. Therefore, we can rule out this theory and treat those data points as mere coincidence. Condition of that leg is very similar to the condition of our victim's hand, isn't it? It certainly is. I must caution you, the final slide is decidedly distressing. If anyone feels it might offend their sensibilities, do step downstairs. My colleague, Professor Taylor, will summon you once it has passed. No one? Good. Kurt? Oh. Mr. Reginald Grayson. The fire affected only his head. The rest of the body remained intact. I have styled this uncommon manifestation localized spontaneous human combustion. Why should the conflagration confine itself to a single part and not progress beyond it? Might the phenomenon possess some sort of consciousness? You'll find the answers to these questions in Chapter 8 of my book, providing, of course, data with the utmost scientific rigor. Lights, if you please. Shall we take 5 minutes and then proceed to the signing? A pity you arrived at the end. You will have missed the substance of it. It's a shame, yes. Detective Foster and Detective Whitman, Arkham PD. Have I landed myself in some trouble, detectives? I don't know. Do you pay your taxes? Yes, of course. Have you killed anyone lately? Good heavens, no. Then you have nothing to worry about. Hey, Trill, how you doing? We need your advice on a case. What we are going to show you is strictly confidential. If you disclose this information, you'll be committing a crime. Do not worry, I'm quite familiar with the protocol. It is by no means my first collaboration with the police. What do you need? Take a look at this. Right, let me see. This hand was found at a crime scene. There was no trace of any fuel that could have started the fire, which leads us to believe it was spontaneous human combustion. It could very well be such a case, beyond doubt. Yet one detail gives me pause. Observe the wrist. Ordinarily, remains do not present in this fashion. Here, the cut is unnaturally clean, as if severed with a hot blade. Do you have a photograph of the charred remains? Yes. I admit that this photograph is a bit disconcerting. There was barely enough ash on the floor to show that an entire body had been burned. This burnt area on the wall is the only thing that... Good lord. What's going on? These are not the residues of a fire. They are a signature of a portal. I beg your pardon? A gateway through space and time. Witches commonly employ it to traverse between 2 points in an instant. Upon closure, it leaves a scorched silhouette of its shape. This is what we are seeing in the photograph. Wait a minute. Witches? The sort with pointy hats and flying brooms? They are highly educated and intelligent women, well versed in the darkest arts, and far more dangerous than any fairy tale stereotype. Do you know why? Because they are real. Witches. I reckon we're in over our heads on this one, Harvey. Everything rather falls into place. If only a hand was found at the crime scene, the subject must have crossed as the portal collapsed. He didn't have time for his entire body to follow through. These portals can only be generated by witches? That is the prevailing view. There is no reliable record of a warlock raising one. The hand I found belongs to a man. That means that a witch opened that portal, and the one we thought was a second victim is actually the murderer of the first one. It was impossible to determine his identity from his fingerprints. There is no record of him, we don't have him in our files. Now we have 2 killers, a one-handed man and a witch. Portals are unconstrained by time, but limited in space. According to Joseph Curwen's manuscripts, the portals have a range of 25 miles. Thus, the origin point lies somewhere between Arkham, Salem, and Kingsport. All indications point to the presence of witches in Arkham, so your radius of investigation should be confined to the city. Find her, and you may yet apprehend them both. Where can we find not just a witch, but that witch? My own knowledge here is, alas, limited. However, there is someone in this very room who can tell you more. With your permission, I'll be right back. Kurt? Yes? You won't believe this. Witches. What are we getting into, Harvey? Detectives. May I present my colleague, Kurt Taylor. He has been assisting with this evening's presentation. Pleasure. He's a history professor at Amherst and a specialist in the colonial era. He has written several volumes on the witch hunts in colonial Massachusetts. I dare say his expertise will be of considerable use. I shall leave you in his capable hands. I must attend to my guests. So, you've stumbled upon a portal, right? And you're on the trail of a witch. That's right. Well, I have good news and bad news. The good news is the suspect pool is down to 3. And they're here in Arkham. There's no record of any other witches in existence today. And the bad news? You'll have to be extremely careful if you encounter them. Don't underestimate them, they're very dangerous. They're masters of the dark arts. They can twist reality, deceive your senses, and in the worst cases, cast deadly spells. These witches. Tell us about them. Have you ever heard of the Salem witch trials? Yes. It was a Puritan frenzy that happened 3 centuries ago. Between 1692 and 1693, to be precise. More than 100 women were accused of practicing dark magic. About 20 were executed, and several died under torture during the trials. All of them falsely accused. They were just women who lived on the margins of the community's strict religious conduct. All of them were accused simply for being victims of personal conflicts or collective hysteria, with 3 exceptions. Keziah Mason, Mary Warren, and Abigail Revel, all of Arkham. They were accused of kidnapping children, witchcraft, the death of several villagers, and signing the Book of Azathoth with blood. In their confessions under torture, all 3 testified before Judge Hawthorne to a strange story involving complex lines and curves. These geometric shapes, properly traced, created a portal that could take them through space and time. The 3 women were confined in individual cells awaiting burning at the stake. On the day of the execution, the authorities were astonished to find that the 3 cells were empty. In their place was only an elongated burn mark on the wall. Exactly like the one you discovered, Jack. They were never found. They disappeared from the face of the earth. However, there are indications that the witches traveled through time to our era. I've had other things to do this past year that have kept me from looking into this thoroughly, but I can assure you that all three are in this city. Wait a minute, buddy. Are you saying our suspects are three witches who time traveled more than 200 years to get here? I know it's hard to take in, but I buy it. How about you, Harvey? I'm open-minded. Okay. Who? Sorry, Troll. Hi. There was a lot of reading. I always like no plans. In fact, I make sure my schedule is often no planned. Yeah. In fact, I've got a really busy couple of weekends in August of like a lot of social plans, and I'm already dreading it. Like, I'm sure I'll have fun, but I already know that I'm going to be like, nobody talk to me for like the next 5 days, 7 days, probably 3 weeks. So, I like no plans, but I'm an antisocial. I'm an antisocial introvert, so, you know, what are you gonna do? Cheech, by the way, I meant to tell you, I went and bought a whole bunch of CDs at Taba. I think it was Wednesday. I walked over on like my lunch break, and I walked in and like walked out with like a stack of CDs. I was like, oh no. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I start this? I went to Taba, yeah. Just like on, I think like I said, Wednesday, lunch break. I was gonna take a video of the store for you to like show you, and then I got distracted by the vinyls and the CDs, and it all just went horribly wrong after that. Very well intentioned, but yeah, didn't work out very well. And I actually had to stop myself from going again today because I saw on Instagram their latest like vinyl stock. Like they refreshed their stock, and I was like, oh my god, there's some stuff I absolutely want in there, but like, nope. I've spent enough money. Stop it. So yeah. Anyway, look, like I always say, it could be drugs, but it's not. It's fine. It could be drugs, but it's music. Look, part of me, yes, but also I really can't. I've like spent so much. I've spent so much recently. I know we need to plan a trip, but I just like I can't. I've spent so much money recently and I really actually need to stop going. It's a problem. It's actually a problem. Slightly addicted to the purchasing of physical music media. They even have cassette tapes there. You know that? I was like, man, that's a throwback. How does that throwback? Alright. More reading. Keziah Mason. A student named Walter Gilman disappeared without a trace a couple of months ago. He told anyone who would listen that Keziah Mason appeared every night at the foot of his bed. These statements could be taken as simple delusion. But the fact is that Gilman lived in the same room where Keziah Mason had lived hundreds of years before. And his account of the witch entering and leaving that room matches a portal. Where can we find this place? 100 High Street. It's a boarding house. I know that address. I've heard that. Book it for a few weeks and spending spree? Well, I'm trying to think. Hold on. I'm trying to like work out when it would like I'll have extra money because of my shifts. Because I've got a couple of Sunday shifts coming up at the library in August. So that'll be good money. So yeah, I just need to stop. I picked up, oh my gosh, I found on CD a bunch of Iron and Wine albums as well. So I'm getting quite a good little collection of his stuff, which is great. Okay, Mary Warren. Some information has come to my attention that she's part of a cult, the New Kingdom Walkers. Unfortunately, I don't know their location. New Kingdom Walkers. A couple of years ago, when they were operating in Kingsport, I was undercover in that cult. I often see one of their members hanging around Hoffman Street. That's why I assumed they'd moved here. Hoffman Street, huh? Let's start looking for Mary Warren over there. Okay. Abigail Revel. I assume you are aware of the Arkham Central bank robbery that occurred a few months ago. Yes, some of us didn't get paid that month. They claimed that part of the payroll money was stolen. They still owe us for that month. Consider it lost, buddy. The money was deposited in one of the vaults. It wasn't forced. They didn't even find a hole dug from the outside into it. What they did find were the remains of a fire in one of the walls, but they didn't think much of it. I guess you know what we're talking about. They arrested a grave robber named St. John, who used to brag that he'd found a way to rob a bank without any problems. He was released due to lack of evidence. I investigated this character and found out he had an accomplice, a small-time psychic who calls herself Madame Lavinia. Some sources assured me her real name is Abigail. Abigail Revel. Where can we find her? She has an office in an alley between Wayland and Olmsted. Okay. I've written down the places where we can find our suspects, Jack. You can check my notes whenever you want. Excellent, Harvey. We greatly appreciate your help, Mr. Taylor. And you too, Mr. Moore. I think it's time to go hunt some witches. Which of the 3 witches should we investigate first, Jack? I don't know. I kind of want to... I think we'll go this one. I think I might actually need to stop though, because I'm starting to lose my voice. Or as in my throat's getting sore. It's a lot of reading. So yeah, we might just call it there. But I think I'm gonna play more of this tomorrow. I was gonna play something else, for my Saturday stream, but I'm really, really enjoying this. This is just so my cup of tea. Like, this is just like my favorite type of game. I love it. So yeah, I think we'll do more of this tomorrow rather than the painting. I think I'll do more of this. The painting will be there for another time. But yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me just briefly do this. We've got lots. There's like so much. But yeah, I'm loving this. This is so good. It is so good. Let me put on another album for you. I should have thought about this before, shouldn't I? What should we do? Let's do this one. No, this one. Okay. All right. Oh, I am. It's so good. I mean, I loved an English Haunting, so it's not super surprising that I would love this. It still bothers me I can't pet the dog, but that's okay. I understand. All right, let me see. Oh my gosh, my throat is actually sore. I wonder if anyone else. No dog. I know, right? You have to. He keeps trying, and he's like, "What are you doing? You can't pet him. You'll get mange." It's like, no, I won't. Let me pet the dog. Don't lie to me. What was it? I am shocked that I'm the only person playing this. That just seems wrong. That seems wrong. More people need to like this game. I'm sorry, but that is just, yeah. Okay. We have got where have we go? We've got music. Jonathan's streaming. Aw, actually Aelith is streaming. We'll go say hi to Aelith. Hold on. Love Aelith. I don't know how long she's gonna be on for, but how long has she been going? Oh, she's been on for 6 hours. That might be a bad idea. Or do I just drop you guys off at Alan? He looks pretty happy. Oh, he's been out at 7 hours. Do we think he's still going? You know what? He'll take you somewhere. It's fine. Let's just drop you off. I'll drop you off with Alan. Like I'm dropping you off with babysitters. I'm gonna drop you off with Alan. Okay, hold on. I changed around a whole bunch of stuff. Now it's like I can't find anything. Yeah. Oh, I know he loves this game, so okay, cool. We'll go see him. He's doing some Enshrouded. He's loving it. He's having a chill one. He probably won't be on for super much longer. But I will be back tomorrow. So Saturday, probably I'm hoping around 2 p.m. 2 p.m. I'll see how I go. If I'm awake and feeling it, I might start earlier, just again because I'm loving this game. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. I'll probably be playing this for the next couple of streams. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. Sorry about the chat. Twitch, I tell you. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Or at some point. Catch you later.